At some point in your godding, you'll have to deal with this: death, immortality, heaven, hell. As God, you can create a paradise, a sanctuary for people after they die. You also decide who goes where. That's where you run into good versus evil too. If you're lazy, and hey, divine or not, laziness is natural, you'll probably automate the process. Good people go to heaven, bad people go to hell. Simple. You can get creative with those places too. My version of hell was the classic one I grew up reading about. Lava, blood rivers, demons torturing the wicked at every corner. Yeah, I wasn't really creative. I did change how hell worked a bit later. Didn't sit right with me. Heaven was the fulfillment. Still is. A sandbox where the good can do as they please, and I made it a hub. People who knew each other in life could reconnect, or meet new people. They could choose whether to keep their attachments, or shed them and become monks, if they wanted. Even if they somehow died again in that space, they just respawn there. Yeah, it's kind of a gray area. Took me a while to make it feel peaceful and not, dystopian. I always believed life should never be taken lightly, even in death. People shouldn't lose what made them who they were, what made them good. What earned them heaven? But that raises the bigger question: what is good? What is evil? Who deserves heaven? Who deserves hell? This phrase will come up a lot in this guide. It's up to you. You define what's good. You define what's evil. There are no wrong decisions. But let me challenge you. What if you could guide people instead of sorting them? What if the bad could be made heaven-bound with the right touch? Again, you don't have to do that, but you can. You're God. Maybe don't send them to hell, or hell. Repurpose hell entirely. Make it a rehabilitation center instead of an eternal punishment pit. You might say, they had their whole lives to change. They didn't. They deserve this. And you're right. Your rules, your world, your call. But just consider this. The fewer bad people there are, the more good people you have left. You can kill a bad person to achieve that. But if you reform them, you achieve the same thing with a bonus to the good side. Because if all that awaits the wicked is suffering, and if suffering is all they know, what do they learn? Pain does not teach morality. Pain teaches avoidance. Humans are wired for survival. If someone's punished for stealing, they don't learn to stop stealing, they learn to avoid getting caught. If a child gets beaten with a belt for standing up to a bully, they don't learn violence is wrong. They learn don't get caught fighting back. And that turns into cold calculation, into silence and worse. So yes, if you want to punish them, that's your right. But know this, you can accomplish so much more. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next chapter.